day, viewers. You're welcome to business edition of Tax Insight Monday. This very wonderful day. I'm not just here alone in the studio because it's business segment of Tax Insight Monday. I have two solid business owners with me here in the studio. But before I go on to introduce them, just in case you've forgotten this face, my name is Mrs. Kate. I'm the Senior Special Assistant to the Governor of their state, Anambra State, on tax matters technical. I have two guests with me here in the studio. By my immediate left is the owner of Ollyns Hair and Beauty, Madam Obi Lindia Oluchi. You know, she's into hair, human hair, quality human hair. We get to hear her very soon. And she's also into beauty. You can see how beautiful, obviously, she looks. So, lest I forget, my very first guest in the studio have been in business for over 10 years. And then my second guest in the studio, the very ebony black, is Lady Dr. Oluchi Chinenye Ifebi. She's a senior lecturer and the head of architecture department, COOU, that is Chukwuemeka Odimobo Ojukwu University. And she's had experiences across over 2 decades, right? She is passionate about healthy living, and she runs a business called Sluchiz brand. So her brand is into food spices, healthy tea, and all of that. So Yama, you're welcome into this. So on this edition of business segment of Tax Insight Monday, you can see that I have two fantastic guests with me in the studio, and they'll be taking us into what they do in their various businesses and how long they've been there, and much more that you might need to know as we go along in the show. So, Doc, over to you. Can you tell us about your Sluchiz brand?
Okay, thank you very much for having me. Sluchiz brand is an indigenous brand that produces herbal teas and cooking spices. We also sell other natural herbs and spices. This business or this brand was born out of the need of people requesting for herbs and spices after taking on women over decades, teaching them how to live healthier and sustain themselves with natural things. Of course, God has given us things in our environment, to heal us and make us feel better. So years of teaching them, nurturing them, and making them know that these things work.
Free consultancy.
Yes, made them know that this is possible.
Yes.
So their request in around 2020, during the COVID year, it made me see the need to monetize my knowledge.
Good.
Hence the certification and then registration of these products and betting forth of the brand.
We must give it to you, ma. We must give it to you, ma.
So
Thank you so much. In fact, while she was talking, one of the persons who crossed my mind is our first lady, the first lady of Anambra State.
Yeah.
You know, Dr. Noye Soludo is one person too who is very passionate about healthy living. You will see her, her exercise on social media. You will see her programs on Saturday. She's never relenting.
I'm an ardent follower.
I see. So, while she was talking, our first lady came to my mind, and I'm like, okay, it shows. And then if you're looking at Doctor, you will also see that she's not just talking it, she's living it. So, Ma, you're welcome. And we're happy to have your brand on our business segment of Tax Insight Monday. Then let me move over to our beauty expert. You can see that she's wearing a version of hair that is not so regular. You will see on Doctor the regular one, the human hair one that every young person wants to adore herself with. But our beauty expert is wearing a hair that is not quite unusual. So, Ma, very quickly, when you tell us about your business, maybe you should talk about the hair because I'm also interested in it.
Okay, no problem. The essence of this hair basically is for our churchy women, especially those
who wouldn't want to wear wigs.
They believe wig is kind of itchy, and we just have to find a way to make them also fit into the
beauty space. I see.
Looking good too, even with wearing rubber.
Yeah,
can still make it look good.
True, I can see it's evident, isn't it? So tell us about your business. How long have you been in business, and how has it been?
I've been selling hair for over 10 years. I started from Lagos State.
I see.
So I got married, and I moved down to Anambra State. So that's where we started the hair business. We don't just sell hair like every other person. We also give trainings. Trainings on
making the hair.
Not just making, importation. We want to learn the hair. Because it's now like the oil wheel business now in the world. Everybody wants to sell hair because of it, but they have little knowledge about the hair
so
industry.
You do training and consultancy.
Yes, training.
You're welcome. So thank you so much, my beautiful ladies, for sharing this studio with me today. I'm very passionate, and for me, who is gender-based advocate, I'm always very happy when women are standing up, occupying the right space, and pushing life and teaching other women how it's done. So I'm happy that the two of you are sharing the studio with me today. So I was just saying before we just slightly finished the introduction that they are the very first guest on business segment of Tax Insight Monday. One of them is from the health sector. The other person is from the beauty world. I know beauty, like she said, is the new oil well now. For women, everybody wants to go into hair, everybody wants to go into makeup, everybody wants to go into nail being a technician and all of that. So, over to you. We would just want to know, like, do you have a fixed place where you do your training and sell your products, or you online, right? Because business today doesn't necessarily have to have a designated space like a physical shop. Majority of young people businesses are online. So but our audience would like to know, because the essence of it is that they should patronize you. Your business have to grow for the agency to do well in tax revenue. So they would like to know if your business is online or offline or both, and how you've been running the business.
My presence is everywhere, both online and a physical store.
Yeah.
Located at Tonimat Plaza, Ifite, by Big Stop, and I also have an online presence too, both IG, TikTok, and Facebook.
Like you said, she's across all platforms: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and or what have you. So, over to you. We also want to know if your business is offline or online or both, and how you've been running it.
Okay, thank you. We have our business online and offline. We actually have a tea store at Don Rees Hotel, Udoka, where you can come in and you order for any kind of tea you would like to have, and our attendants can also help you to make a better choice. We have our factory opposite Government House, Abuja Estate. Then people also order online, but we also have our products out there at Zara stores, and by next week, by God's grace, will also be at Radopin stores.
For
so
real?
You can also purchase our products there. We are NAFDAC certified, and our products are tested and trusted.
Fantastic. I just feel like clapping. That's why she has a doctorate degree, in her field. When people who are advancedly, in their field do something, you can tell. In fact, these two phenomenal women are blowing my mind off. But when you were talking about having a physical store where, customers can walk in and probably even get their tea made for them, I was happy, because I'm a tea person. In fact, I can actually take tea any time of the day. In fact, the last time I traveled, I was telling my tour guide that I want to take tea like this afternoon. I said yes, and then we drove around. We couldn't even find any nearby coffee shop or something to make me tea. But it's actually fantastic that your business is introducing that in our own space here in Anambra. I'm sure that our people, maybe they fancy their own swallow in peace, fancy their rice, fancy what other type of meal. But it's not all about that. Sometimes too, you need to allow your digestive system to rest. And one of those ways to do it is to probably limit the amount of food you consume, and then, enjoy tea like this and all of that. So tell me, how did you come about that idea of not just selling it, but making a provision for people to walk in and get their tea prepared for them to their own taste and then enjoy it?
Actually, I came to discover over the years that people buy these products, but the laziness, let me use that word,
to drink it,
to even make the tea, to bring out their stuff and boil the tea and drink it. I discovered at the end of, sometimes when I reach out to clients, I'll be like, has your tea not finished? The person will say, I've
not drank it.
Why? He said, I didn't even remember to make it, or maybe my son has gone back to school, nobody to make it for me.
I see.
So I saw the need to have somewhere they could come, and most times, the way we arrange the stuff to present to them, because food, one thing with food, for you to love healthy food, because people think healthy food is bland or healthy lifestyle is boring.
Yeah.
But the method and the colorful way we serve these teas at our outlets makes them love it. it also gingers them that when they go home,
they should go and take the one that they've already bought.
They have. And when they come there, they also have opportunity to meet me on my assistance for free consultation or ideas on how to take these teas and other healthy lifestyle products.
See. Thank you. Fantastic. But don't go anywhere yet, because I still have our beauty experts and our health experts in the room. I know one good thing about these two, they go hand in hand. If you're very beautiful in your outlooks, with the right hair, with the right wig, but you are not healthy, because they say health is wealth. So, and then if you're all healthy and you're not looking appealing, so I just like this combination of the two business people in the studio with me. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. You're welcome back from the very quick short break. I know you're still glued in with us because the conversation is going to get more interesting. I tell you what, these two business owners are very lucky because the business segment of Tax Insight Monday is a very big platform for business owners. You must agree with me, because we are a government agency, and one of the things it does for them, like both of them said, they are both online and offline. You know, when people see their conversations with us, you know, going online, it just gives their business more credibility. If you agree with me, everybody knows that, oh, for these people to be dealing with government directly, you know, they are not small, even though their businesses are spanning over. But you know that, okay, these businesses are legit, like they always say, is legit, and you know, you can deal with them without any fear of fraud or anything. So our platform is one of the things that just gives your business that registered confidence that customers need from your own part. So well, welcome back. I had like to know if you want to share with our viewers your social media handle, how they can reach you and all of that. So Ma, over to you.
Okay, you can reach me on 07062954526. Instagram.
You can go over that again.
Okay,
slow it down now so they can truly get your phone number.
Okay, 07062954526.
So you have heard that from her. I expect that once she leaves the studio, her number should be buzzing. You know, call her for your human hair
as low as 5,000.
You heard that,
as high as 1 million, depending on.
Now she's mentioning 1 million, but I know that in fact she's very tax compliant, so I'm not afraid when she mentions that amount of money. She pays her taxes and she pays adequately. So you have heard it from her. Her grievances are as low as 5,000 mark, correctly, and as high as in millions. Yeah, so and then she has mentioned her phone number as well. So her online handles are
Instagram Ollyns_hair,
Ollyns_hair.
Then Facebook Ollyns Hair and Beauty.
Okay.
TikTok Ollyns Hair.
Okay, Ma, I remember you mentioned while you were talking about your business that you are in some supermarkets, you have a physical store too, you also have a location where people can go and drink tea. Our first lady, you have to push our first lady to come drink tea at your store, because it's one of the things that she finds interesting, you know. So I don't know, I'm sure she's going to watch our business segment of Tax Insight Monday and then reach out to you. You know, that would be like a very big thing for you if it happens. You can't wait, I know. So you might want to tell the audience where your stores are, and then if you're on social media, you are on social media, so you also mention your social media handle. If you have a designated business line, you can also mention it, so your line starts buzzing for business.
Okay, you can reach out to us on 08035373281. 080353281. You can also reach out to us on Instagram at Sluchiz Spices and Teas. Together.
Sluchiz
Spices and Teas. And on Facebook, Sluchiz Spices and Teas. You can check our products out at Zara stores just by Kwata Junction. And by next week, you can also check us out at Radopin Supermarket. You can also call our line or chat us up
on WhatsApp.
Distributors are also welcome. We have a distributors package.
Oh, fantastic.
And retailers package. So you can also come to our outlet, like she said. I'm an ardent follower of the First Lady, and I cannot wait
Yes. So remember, when the first lady appears as your style, that you should invite me as a special guest to come taste the tea with her.
Sure.
So while she was talking, something just crossed my mind too. Our dear governor will always say, when you start something good in my state, call me. I'll be the first free advertiser of that forum. So and then you now said something like, oh, you export, and then your product goes across other states and across the country, across the continent. It's fantastic. So are there business challenges? Obviously there will be, because in every good thing there might be some underlying challenges that will be accompanying it. So let's know, what are those business challenges that you face in this space? Let's talk about Anambra now. Taxes, please don't say taxes, because I know that taxes should not be one of them, in the sense that you can attest to the fact that we gave you the best of attention when you were doing your registration process. We guided you. But if you feel that, okay, there's still some aspect of taxation that challenges your business, you can mention it. But let's just know those areas of your business that challenge you, so that those who are intending entrance into your line of business, or those who are already there, can pick one or two things from you.
Okay. I heard you. Actually, tax is not the major issue. Of course, many business owners can testify in Anambra now that the way everything is structured, it's easier for us to pay our taxes and then to meet up with some other things. But we also still have issues like manpower. Most times in this jet age, people find it difficult to serve. People find it difficult to stay.
Yeah.
But with time, as you keep growing, you'll be able to find loyal people that could work for you and stay for a very long time.
Yes.
Because being in the health sector, if you keep changing people,
they can't master the, yes.
Yeah, it affects production or loyalty.
I see.
Then there's also the issue of your papers, that's your account. But it's something over the years, by the grace of God, we've been able to keep learning
how
and
to keep
growing
record
and keep our records, because to get funding and some other stuff for business, if your record is not up to date, you can't get anything of such.
So in fact, it's beautiful that you mentioned it, because I know that one of the criteria, or one of the things that you need when businesses want to get funding is their tax clearance. So I believe that every other business will be rushing to be on our platform, because we do not just give that, we also assist you with simple consultations around what other things that you need. I know that aside just you paying your personal income tax, for businesses that have designated office, they also deal with business premises and all of that. So free consultation is at your beck and call when you're on our platform, or even when you call our customer care. But let me still go back to you, because you were trying to give us more insight, and then you mentioned, before you continue, apologies, that staff turnover, if I want to use that language, is also a big challenge. Is really because in this day and age, young people don't want to sit in a place and be answering massa for some period of time. So is how will I say it now, is a challenge that the business just has to deal with. And maybe that is where the issue of robotics and machine learning comes in, where you have some technologies who will do some basic things that can relieve humans. So
yeah, exactly. That's why as a business owner, you keep growing.
Yeah,
you learn stuff like all the softwares you can use to do your accounting, so those things that people can do for you, you can as well use AI to do them by yourself.
Yeah.
So when you train, on the course of training, I've been able to learn some softwares which I can use for accounting, for stock keeping and such things. That way reduces the manpower you need.
Yeah.
But then for packaging,
you
still need at a certain time, at a certain point. But over the years, we have also been able to get some machineries that helped us to package it and increase our output. Yes, and increase our output, because there's no way you can upscale. Your output is poor and you're all over the place telling people that I do this, I do that. But when they demand, especially for customers that are into distribution, you cannot be able to meet demand. But by having some machineries in place, we have been able to solve those problems.
Fantastic. So in that light too, maybe tell us, what are those challenges? Even though beauty comes a lot of pain, because they say beauty is pain. I don't know how we can reconcile the two. For you to be beautiful, sometimes you have to go through a lot of slight pain. But for you as a beauty person and hair person, what are those possible challenges that you have in your business?
I think number one is funding, which is normal for everybody.
Yeah, funding.
Number two, research, because you're dealing with women, and at some point one person will tell you, I don't want this, I don't want that.
I want it this way. I want it that way.
I want it that color. I want the closure. I want the light. So you just have to research.
I see.
To fit into that
request.
You understand? So that was why I came up with this.
Yeah.
Because someone walked up to my office and said, Ollyns, there's nothing like for we that are then choosing. They said, come don't we all do that. I thought of that. I said, okay, I still actually modernize this.
So this is very new. You said, oh wow.
Very new. So we made it with wool. We made the rubber band.
Wow.
So everybody can still look stylish, even irrespective of your religion or your belief.
Or how you want to look. So aside funding and research, what are those other things that can deeply impact or challenge your business?
Like you said, manpower, because I hardly, if I can be doing the social media aspect and the sales, I don't think I will do more of the work. So I still need the manpower. I see. And some of them, if they learned or they've seen how you're doing it, they just want to leave and go and start up. And after starting,
that's a big one. So you have too many amateur business owners all over the place.
So once they just learn 1 month, 2 months, they tell you, madam, I won't go put my own.
I see.
And that's it. So
so you heard it, but for me, I'm also thinking that if you want to do something well, you have to give it time. Like how do they say it? If you want your meat or whatever to taste very well, you marinate and then give it time, so it simmers and then it comes out well. So this might also be like an opportunity for people who are seeking employment or people who are seeking to learn, take their time to grow in a particular field. You can hear it. Manpower is like a big challenge. So for anybody out there who is listening to this conversation today and feels like, okay, oh, no, I want to go into this and I want to take my time. The person who is into herbal tea and full spices, she does exports. She has her stores across some key supermarkets here in Anambra, and she has a physical store where you can actually come taste at it. So it's an opportunity for anybody out there who is listening and want to be in her field. You can reach out to her. And for our beautiful lady in the studio too, who is into cosmetics and beauty and training and all, so you've heard it all. So you can reach out to them too. Aside just patronizing them, you want to learn. So it's an avenue too for you to reach out to them. And if you are calling them, they are not picking your calls, maybe they're too busy, call our customer care line and say, oh, I saw these two beautiful business owners in our studio. I'm trying to reach out to them, they're not picking my calls. You can be that bridge between you and them. Brand, which is I'm always trying to
Sluchiz brand.
That name is not made in Nigeria. But how did you come about that business name? Tell us.
Well, my name is Oluchi, and somehow in school they started calling me Sis Luchi. From there, Sluchiz. So when I started my business, I was
easy to just pick it.
Yeah.
So now, as Sluchiz, I hope I got that name. She has pepper soup mix. Sometimes, like especially now that it is raining, and you just come back from work on a rainy day, you want to just put some pepper soup.
You can actually use it to make tea. You can actually brew it and drink.
For real?
Yeah, no added additives.
Even though it's pepper soup mix, but you can actually use it for the real pepper soup. So you can see this is our pepper soup mix.
Well, you can actually add it to your soup.
I see. Well packaged, sealed. So what it means is that if you find it anywhere in any store and this seal is already broken, do not buy. So it's properly sealed. And this one is jollof spice mix. Nigerian jollof. There's always this debate between Ghanaians. I think Kenyans all of a sudden they surface. I say, Kenya, we are not done with Ghanaians trying to compete to our Nigeria. You can never compete to our Nigeria jollof. So this is jollof spice mix, party jollof. If you are cooking your jollof rice in a gas, but you want it to smell like, oh, I made it with firewood, this is it. Don't miss it. Then this one is all-purpose pie. So all-purpose means it can go into your soup, it can go into your stew, it can go into your whatever it is. This is all-purpose. This is fantastic. And the fact that you actually packaged very hygienically, it's not like something exposed that anybody can tamper with, is admirable. And this one, she says, is the calming tea. All the troubles in Nigeria. So
take a chill pill.
That kind of a thing. So after work or even weekends, maybe like today now, you just say, okay, let me just take a few bags and heat it up in boiling water, and we are relaxed. This one, you says it's
slenderized tea. Appetite suppressant, best for morning tea. For those that are on weight loss journey or you want to keep your shape intact.
It's not even that one. For the economy, it's good for the economy. Or we can no longer eat one. So you can actually just use this one to tie your belly in the morning and then loosen it up in the evening. Fantastic. Thank you so much for bringing samples. We appreciate it. So you find all of these things in supermarket. But I know that hair and products, beauty products is not something you care about. Maybe one lipstick is about 5,000 or thereabout. But I'm sure that when they go on social media, they find the prices for these things.
Yes.
When they come to your store too, these prices are stapled on it. So tell us, is it the hairs and the other product that you do, are they like for example, you sell, you don't do into proper cosmetics like lipsticks and you just hair and training. So the hair now, the few times I've worn hair, when I want to buy from a vendor, they say this one is Brazilian, this one is what are the names? So now give us that simple education.
Okay. Hairs are categorized into different places, like different sections.
Yeah.
Just like you have Nigeria. Nigerians are known for a particular type of hair. And the Cambodian, the Vietnamese, the Chinese, the Indian, the Caucasian. Every country has their hair type.
Oh, I see. Yeah. But I don't think the Africans should have a hair type because our hairs are always very, our natural hair are always very spongy.
This is our own.
Oh, I see. I see. So we can possibly just confidently say, oh, this is our own, or this is African kind of thing.
But funny enough, Nigerian hairs have, it's just that the hair world is the first country to start up the hair.
I see.
They will be known for that. I think the South American and the Cambodian hair are relatively just like the Nigerian hair. Koas, Taki,
okay, and all of that. So but this is actually very interesting for the movie industry.
Yeah.
It is.
So gone are the days that if maybe you're in a movie set and you need a role that requires this Simbi hair, those days growing up we used to call it Simbi, so you don't actually have to plait the Simbi hair in real life. You can just take down your own personal hair and wear it. So this is very creative, and I must encourage that sector because why not? So this is where we bring this business segment of Tax Insight Monday to a close. I'm still Oyeka Marakate, the SSA to the governor on IGR, and these beautiful ladies haven't left the studio. So let them get to know you one more time and the name of your business, and we'll draw the curtain. Over to you, ma.
Okay, I'm Obilinda Oluchi, the CEO, Ollyns Hair and Beauty.
Yeah, ma.
Okay, I am Dr. Oluchi Ifebi, founder of Sluchiz Brand Enterprise.
Oh, I see. In fact, I have two Oluchis in the group. In fact, it just took me this split memory to realize that both of them are Oluchi. I'm blessed to be among the Oluchis. Yes. So you pay your taxes, I believe.
Yes.
So what do you have to say to the general public?
Please pay your tax, please.
It pays to pay.
Absolutely, it pays to pay.
So that the government can continue to do the good work. Ma, what about you, ma?
It is very vital that you pay your tax. It's easier now. This very wonderful lady has been doing a lot.
Reminds them.
Yeah, she makes it easy to pay.
And our team, not just us, because I know you know me one-on-one now.
Yeah.
And everybody
so
at the agency.
is fantastic for real. And they are very helpful. You can just come to their office. Don't wait to be chased around.
Yeah.
This is what makes the government work. Do it and you will love it. We thank God for the governor. He's doing so much. And these units, they are very wonderful.
Thank you.
So don't be afraid. Pay your taxes and things will work better.
Thank you,
It's
ma.
not too expensive.
No, tax is not it's not something you buy. So you can't even say it's expensive because you're not buying it. Basically, it's just very simplified. Like you can see the reason why your person is paying a certain amount of money. I must thank you ladies for being in the studio with us here. So we call it a day and see you some other time. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.